We are here live from the Lincoln Turf Field at Boise State University for this men's rugby match between Boise State and University of Idaho. I am going to be here with a very special guest co-host, Austin. He is actually a member of the men's rugby team, but he is injured right now, so he is giving us a hand and helping us commentate. And we just did a women's game earlier, and he did a great job, so you guys are in for a treat.
Thank you. You're too nice, Kylie.
I try.
And Devin Guy fields a kick and a nice offload immediately out wide and brought into touch. This is going to be a good game. I think U of I's got some new uniforms, got some new gear, and looking fresh like bumblebees.
I was going to say, I'm laughing a little bit about their uniforms. They're kind of funny, but not all of them have the bumblebee socks on.
It's going to be U of I's line out, and it's won by Boise State and swung out wide, brought in a tackle, and pass. A nice skip by Eric Fallon, and Devin Guy breaks a tackle, and it's brought down. Putting the ball back and having people over the ruck, and then giving it to Eric and spreading it wide.
Austin, I noticed that the Sirs are not wearing pink this game. What's up with that?
Apparently, apparently this guy doesn't support breast cancer, so we're gonna have to talk to him about that at the break.
In case you don't know what I'm referencing, in the women's game, the Sirs were wearing pink shirts for breast cancer awareness, and in this one, they are not.
I don't know. And Boise State's going to open, and Sherburne's going to get the first try of the day, and he's already making his impact known right there.
Yeah, that was quick.
And Eric Fallon looks like he's going to take the conversion.
I can never tell if they're good or not. Was it not?
I think that one was good.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
But
we didn't have...
Was it?
The touch judges didn't get in position.
Okay.
So they're supposed to be behind and raise the flag if it goes in.
But the score, they didn't change the score yet, right?
No, I thought that went in.
Okay. Well, we're not so sure. It looked like it went in, but I'm just going to be on the safe side and say that it didn't. So the score is 5-0 in Boise State's favor.
Nice kickoff by U of I, and Boise State likes to pick and jam off the edge, and they're brought down and moving the ball wide again, and Eric with a cutback. The Sirs letting them play advantage right now, and he's saying that they've gained advantage, so there'll be no penalty. And Devin Guy breaks through the line.
BSU's had a lot of quick and strong runs so far. They're doing a great job.
One pass out and back into tackle. And they have numbers on the outside if Eric wants to spread the ball, which he does. And Luke breaks a tackle on the edge and is brought into the try zone, and that's going to be another try for Boise State.
Well, BSU is starting off to a great start. It's only been about 4 minutes and already 2 tries.
It's a high-scoring game.
This is going to be a fun game to watch, Austin.
Yeah.
So how does it feel, though, watching it from up here? Is it weird?
It is definitely weird. I don't think I've, in the 4 years that I've been here, ever not played in a game.
Well, at least you're still part of it.
Yeah.
First time for everything. And I'm happy you're here, and I'm sure the viewers at home are too.
I'm happy to be here as well. I went down on the field earlier, and no one could believe you guys gave me a mic and let me talk. They were like, "Oh, do they know you?" I'm like, "Nope, they have no idea what they're getting
I'm going to go
into.
down there after the game and brag on you to all your teammates.
Yeah, I thought I was doing pretty good.
You are.
Like, dude, there's no way you should have any form of a microphone near your voice.
Hey, I'll tell them what's up. So another unsuccessful kick for BSU, which leaves the score 10-0 in their favor.
University of Idaho is going to go quick. And it's brought into tackle by number 5, Paul. And played out by the scrum half, Kyle. Another clean breakdown. And Eric's going to kick through. And gets a nice friendly bounce for BSU. Recovered by Devin Guy. And tackled around the 30-meter line.
Really high energy so far from BSU. And U of I is just, I think, just trying to keep up and stay strong on defense, which must be hard. I mean, BSU is just really powering through these.
It's very hard to get back in position and you read the play when the team ball is going to go fast. Tackles made. The ball's already through the hands and 2 people wide, and you have to get back up and see the field, and that gets tiring and mistakes are going to be made, and that's how BSU got its first 2 tries, moving the ball down the field like that.
Yeah, I mean it's only been 7 minutes, so U of I definitely can make a quick adjustment, but they're going to have to because they can't keep letting try after try get scored.
And line out one cleanly by Boise State. Passed out through the hands on a crash ball to Devin. And he's going to call a forward pass on that. I'm not sure if that was a forward pass. From here, that definitely looked backwards. But who knows?
Well, let's just hope that there aren't any penalties and knock-ons and calls as there were in the women's game that we commentated on earlier. There were just an insane amount of penalty calls, and it really led to both teams kind of struggling a little bit to get some momentum.
I'd like to see the flow of the game develop.
Yeah, I agree.
That's going to be back out the tunnel, so that's going to be U of I scrum again. And if I were to pick a ref, I do like this sir. I think he's pretty good.
All right, well, I'm gonna trust you on that.
That's bold.
I've only known you for a few hours, but I
trust. We met 2 hours ago.
I trust you already. Hey, when you know, you know.
Yeah. Can't argue with that. A nice play by Cedar on the edge. And a great offload by Eric. And that's going to be Boise State's 3rd try of the day.
Wow, in only 9 minutes. So I am very curious to see how the rest of this game plays out.
The last time Boise State and University of Idaho played, the score line was a little bit the same as it was the morning.
Okay.
So
okay.
We'll see if they can keep it up.
Okay. We will see.
This is the only stoppage that is fine. This is nice. When you're a player,
this is okay.
This is good stoppage, especially if you're the team that scored and you get that walk back to the center. That's the stoppage you like. Other than that, stoppage in play, you get cold, you start to feel like your body ache, and you just want to power through and have the game continue.
Yeah, and I think especially when you're in that mindset, you kind of know what you're doing, you have a game plan, and you're kind of putting it in motion, and then it's stop after stop after stop. That just must get mentally draining.
It is. You lose your adrenaline, you lose focus, you become frustrated, and, you know, it just causes, it's caused a lot of problems between teams. It's just like, let them play. And a nice kick by University of Idaho.
And I just want to say that last kick was also unsuccessful, so the score is now 15-0 in Boise State's favor. So U of I has the ball now. Well, maybe not.
And a kick through and recovered by University of Idaho. Their first time with possession today. And they're doing a good job so far of immediately getting down to the Boise State 22-meter line.
Yeah, I'm excited to see now that they have possession what they're capable of, because we haven't really seen them even have possession so far.
Yeah, University of Idaho is a tough team, and anytime it's a rivalry game, these two teams, I wouldn't say necessarily don't like each other, but they're favorites of each other, but there's mutual respect between the teams.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned rivalry. So if you're joining us and watching us from home, feel free to leave any comments or thoughts you might have. Comment on which commentator is your favorite.
Definitely vote for me on that one.
No, vote for me. Any thoughts, if you want to shout out to your favorite player, just anything, we're more than happy to read them on the air. We love hearing what you have to say, and we're so happy you get to watch us from home. So let us know.
And a great break down the sidelines by Boise State. And they're able to get support and maintain possession. There's a penalty called. Back 10 for U of I. And there's going to be another back 10 from that spot. They originally didn't get back the full length from the first penalty.
So Austin, what is back 10?
Anytime there is a penalty called against one of the teams, the SIR, will have the team back up 10 yards from the spot of where he has called the penalty, and then it's up to the team who is in possession of the ball whether they want to kick to touch like Eric just did now, or if they want to tap and go. And if they tap and go, you have to wait. You have to, when you're on defense, wait that 10 yards before you're allowed to make contact with the player.
Okay.
And if you don't, the SIR will then call another penalty from where you make that second penalty, and you will have to be back 10 from there again.
Okay, gotcha.
And if you don't listen enough to him, he can give you a yellow card for obstructing or award a penalty try and all sorts of different things.
Okay.
And Boise State's going to have another try right there.
Wow. Well, they are on fire so far.
They've definitely capitalized on the penalties that they've gotten, and they've done great in moving the ball up the field with the kicks off of penalties and then winning those lineouts and securing the ball. And that's good rugby right there. Yeah,
I agree. It's been a great game to watch so far. They've played really, really strong. U of I is definitely going to have to do some talking amongst themselves and come up with different strategies for both defense and offense. I mean, they haven't had much possession of the ball, and as we can see defensively, they've been struggling a little bit as well. And I suppose that was another unsuccessful kick, so that...
I thought he made that one.
Thought he did.
If Eric missed that one, I'm going to have to talk to him about that.
I totally thought, okay, he did make it. Yeah. He did make it. They were late to put the score up. I thought he made it too. So the score is now 22-0 in Boise State's favor.
And we're going to have a knock-on called here. I believe Tassie knocked the ball on for Boise State University. So it's going to be U of I with their first scrum of the day.
And here's a chance maybe they can capitalize on this. They have pretty good field position. They did well when they had possession before. So with this being their scrum, hopefully they can make something out of it.
Yeah, set plays are a great opportunity to showcase what you do in practice and your team chemistry, because you don't always get to run plays when the ball's in motion and it's mid-play, and you only get to really, have set plays and everything off scrums and lineouts. But unfortunately for them, they didn't win that scrum.
Yeah, I kind of interrupted you with an O because I was surprised that Boise State actually came out on top of that scrum, kind of, and then the ball kind of went wild. But yeah, U of I is going to have to, on this scrum, try to do something different.
They're going to have to get a much bigger push if they want to win these. And it looks like they got that push this time around. It's going to be played out to the left side of the field. Brought up fast with a looper on the edge. Nice play. Those are the set plays that you can run off those scrums. And a way to come up hard by Boise State.
Great job by U of I with these quick, powerful runs.
Unfortunately, they wanted to gain a few extra yards, and they're just going to call them for not staying down after being tackled. So it's going to be Boise State's ball, and they should kick the touch and try and get a line out afterwards.
And I'm sure U of I is not happy with themselves on that. They were in prime position, and it's silly mistakes like that that are going to cost them.
It's the little things. Defense by U of I on that line out, but I do think Boise State came away with it. And it's actually U of I's ball now.
I'm not even sure what happened there. It looked like U of I had it, and
I thought so too. Those big 7-man lineouts can get really clumped up when the ball isn't caught cleanly. It's hard to know what's going on, even when you're down on the field. Playing fly half in those lineouts, it's always confusing as to should I be preparing to play defense or should I prepare to get the ball. But scrum won by Boise State. A skip pass out wide to the outside center. Passed out to Luke, who's in the open field, and brought down around the 22-meter line. And the ball's won by Boise State. Tipped backwards and moves through the hands and into tackle. Brought down in the center of the field. The ball's loose and recovered by University of Idaho. Advantage given to the Sur. It's going to be a knock-on Boise State, and so it's going to be U of I scrum.
So let's see how U of I does on this scrum. Since the last one wasn't super successful, they ended up getting it, but they obviously could use a little practice.
He's given the go-ahead to put the ball in, and it's right back out the tunnel. So I'm sure all the forwards are really happy they have to do that again. It is not fun. If you ask one of the anyone in that forward pack their least favorite thing to do, it would probably be to scrum.
Really?
Yeah.
What about it is?
I mean, it's 8 people's weight on 2 people's shoulders on the 2 front props, and the locks get their shoulders bent all over the place. And
BSU comes out with it again. U of I is really going to have to work on the scrums because, I mean, you usually get your own scrum, right?
Yeah, that
That's
is
not
one
typical
thing.
for the other team to get a scrum.
Absolutely no. When you're awarded a scrum, the Sur is basically awarding you the ball.
Yeah.
And when you can't win the scrums off of, opposing teams' knock-ons and their mistakes, it's super, super hard to create an offensive flow when, what looks like going to be a turnover ends up, you know, not being a turnover.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure their coach is going to have a lot to say about those mistakes that have happened so far. So if you're just joining us, we're about 20 minutes into the first half of this men's rugby game between Boise State and University of Idaho. We're at the Lincoln Turf Field here at Boise State University, and the score is 22-0 in Boise State's favor.
Boise State's back working around the outside edge. A nice offload by Devin Guy. And Luke's brought down around the 22-meter line. Bought out by Kyle. And back into tackle. Doing a great job of staying spread and stealing the ball. And the sir is actually going to call a penalty for not rolling away against University of Idaho. So Boise State will have the choice to whether they want to kick for points, kick to touch, or tap and go from that mark. We'll see what team captain Eric Fallon has to say.
Sorry, we had a little technical difficulty there for a second, but we are back with you. And unless I'm crazy, I think BSU scored another try.
It looks like it.
So we're so sorry we missed that. And the kick was good. So the score is now 29-0 in Boise State's favor with 17 minutes to play. So Austin, I think U of I is really going to have to step it up here because the score is already so lopsided and we've only been playing for 23 minutes. So I think they're definitely going to have to, as of now, while they're out on the field, talk amongst themselves, pump each other up, come up with some ways that they can maintain possession or be a little stronger on defense. And then I'm sure at halftime their coach will have plenty to say.
Definitely. The coach is going to make those adjustments, and now it's up to the players to minimize the scoring from here on out and try and go into halftime with something reasonable to come back from. And BSU doing a good job of moving around the edge, looking for support with a great offload right there. And brought down to the tackle. The scrum half is brought back in. And it looks like BSU is going to go with a pick and jam around the edge. And another pick and jam. Three pick and jams off the edge for BSU. And now they're going to give it to their scrum half and work it wide to Eric, who kicks through. Good placement, but great defense by University of Idaho. Just tackled down by the 15-meter line. Ball's brought back out, and no one in support there. Great job to get rid of that ball in just in time. And it's passed out to number 6, I believe. And a penalty against Boise State. And it looks like U of I is going to go for touch and hopefully try and win the line out. And it is going to go out of bounds, and so there'll be a line out right around the halfway point.
Again with these U of I uniforms.
The bumblebees.
They're just cracking me up. I thought they were gold and black, but this is yellow. Maybe it's for a special occasion or something. Or maybe I'm colorblind. I don't know.
If you're colorblind, I'm colorblind too, because
we're in it together.
We're in it together.
Well, hey, I already trust you. You may or may not trust me, and we're both colorblind.
Yeah,
so hey, I mean,
I think I have
we are a good team. Okay, U of I with possession. Hopefully they can figure out a way to maintain it.
Good job so far of winning that breakdown, committing the appropriate amount of people to the rucks. They're going to pass the ball out wide. He's going to do a chip through, fielded nicely by Boise State scrum half, and passed out wide. Brought back into tackle. And Boise State has numbers left if they want to swing the ball wide.
I can't speak for the U of I players, but if I was one of them, I would definitely be afraid of number 3 on BSU. He looks so strong, and he just like plows through people. So I feel like you're lucky that you're on the same team as him.
I definitely am. I definitely am. I'm not one for getting tackled by big people.
Yeah, he is like a powerhouse.
It's going to be another Boise State line out. Connor Tassie doing the throw in. And great defense by University of Idaho to win that line out. Nice pass around the edge, but great job staying with that tackle.
I really want to see U of I break through and do something. I want to see kind of what they have hidden in the bag. We haven't gotten to see much from them so far offensively, so I want something to happen here. No offense.
None taken. I'm not out there, don't worry. And he's going to give a penalty against Boise State.
Well, that was just a preview. Yeah. This game could get interesting.
Nice job bringing the ball in. Good job by U of I coming up and making those tackles. And it's swung wide out to Devin Guy with a nice fend off. And looks to offload. And ends up doing so to Eric Fallon, who's brought down on the side by the sideline. Pass to Paul, who has another nice offload. And continued to swing wide. Ball's on the ground now. Fielded by Connor Tassie with a great pass. One more man to beat. Oh, and he's going to give it to him. See, Ty is the nicest. That's Ty. That's Ty right there.
That was the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
That's TB12.
Oh my gosh, that was true sportsmanship right there, giving your teammate a free try.
I honestly think it's more so that he's never scored, so he wasn't sure what to do. But
oh my
I'll
gosh.
have to teach him that later.
I'm sure you will. Okay, so we have a comment that came in from Jana Fisher. Just watched the women's team play. I'm a former University of Idaho player and now watching our men. So happy I can cheer them on. Living in Puerto Vallarta now and needed this. Thanks for streaming. Jana, we are so happy you're watching and we're glad that we're able to provide this for you.
That conversion's good by Eric.
All right, so the score is now 36-0 in Boise State's favor. We have about 10 minutes left to play in the half, and Austin, if U of I wants to stay in this game, they're going to have to put some points on the board here.
Yeah, it's hard to go into the half with a goose egg on the scoreboard. So if they could get something going, even 3 points a kick from a penalty in Boise State's zone is going to do a lot for your team's morale. And that kick's won by Idaho, but immediately taken out of bounds and should be Boise State's line out. Boise State. Passed out wide through the hands. A little bit behind, and so it's stolen by University of Idaho. And the ball secured. Taken off the right side. Back into tackle. Idaho committing a lot of players to these pods right off the breakdown. And so far it seems to be working, and they're awarded a penalty. They like to quick tap and go. I feel bad for him because I've had that happen to me where you go to tap the ball and you're so excited to get it tapped and run quickly that you forget to catch the ball, and that's going to be a turnover there. But it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Well, hey, maybe with some luck, they'll win the scrum.
Put in and one back cleanly. Spread out wide through the hands. A skip pass and looped around by the fullback. Still not brought down. Finally met at midfield. And possession retained by Boise State. Playing the ball out quickly. Popped up, passed out wide.
Nice spin by,
spin move.
Yes, nice spin move by my man, number 3.
I'm pretty sure that's Xavier. I'm pretty sure. But I'm the worst with names. Brought wide again. It gets into the try zone and puts it down. Great job of Boise State using their field advantage and spreading the ball to the wide side of the field and letting your players make plays in space.
Yeah, BSU is just dominating this half so far. I think U of I is going to have to do some serious evaluation at the half and come out with a completely different game plan if they want to get back in this.
Couldn't agree more.
Just waiting on the kick now.
Beautiful kick.
3-0. And we are starting to suffer from from the sniffles.
It's cold.
It is cold out here. I have a blanket, but Austin doesn't. And I still have the sniffles, so don't mind us. We're just out here freezing.
You can't trust people that don't share blankets.
It's small.
Yeah.
It's tiny. Don't listen to him, guys. I am a nice person.
We'll see.
It's left to play.
Nice kick by University of Idaho, and they win that loose ball.
And it looks like we have another comment on YouTube from Tommy Fallon. That fly half has a leg.
That's Eric's dad. Oh, God.
Wait, is Eric number...
Eric is number 10.
Okay.
Eric's number 10.
Well, thank you. I'm sure Eric is going to appreciate that when he watches it back later.
He will.
Keep the comments coming. We love to hear from you. The players are going to love to hear shout-outs. So tell us what you got. And I heard through the grapevine that Austin's friends are watching from home. If you guys are watching, feel free to comment, boost me up, and just,
I hope they don't hear this part, because they definitely will have your back. So, great friends I have.
But if you are his friend, give him some feedback.
They will not hesitate at all. We'll see what they have to say about that.
Only nice things. I already said I was going to brag on him to his team later, and I'll keep that promise.
Good. Thank you. And it's going to be another scrum to Boise State after the not straight line out call. Pass to the hands, and gonna call a knock on there. A little quick, put a little too much on that pass from the fly half. Eric normally plays inside center, but today he's getting his first chance to play 10, so he's got to be a little gentle there, Eric.
Well, let's see what U of I can do with this, if they can take advantage of this lucky break they got, and they're in good field position, so they could definitely make something out of this. And like I said before, I think they need to get some points on the scoreboard before the half if they want to stay in it.
Now, this is a great opportunity, having a scrum 10 meters out. That's everything you need to score. Now you just got to win this scrum and have someone make a play. Back by Idaho. They look to go weak side, but Boise stays there for it. And he's brought down back in the center of the field. Number 10 on University of Idaho. And he's going to give them the previous call, so they're not going to lose the ball there, which is a lucky break.
We've gotten a couple of those. So with a minute 20 left, here's their shot, Austin.
Let's see if they can capitalize. This is where you give it to the big boys on the team, and they do the rest of the work.
Oh, no.
Oh, great hands, and that's going to be the try that they were looking for. Great play by number 10.
Okay, and Tommy is back on YouTube. That kid has some great genes. I agree, Tommy. I can't wait till Eric gets to listen back to this.
Tommy's a clown.
I already like him.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting on the kick now. And we're not waiting on the kick.
He actually took a drop goal from there, which was a bold move. It didn't end up working out, but I like the flossiness right there.
They were able to get some points on the scoreboard before half, and the score is now 43-5 in Boise State's favor. Okay, so we have another comment from Tommy, and it says, "Brother, Austin, did you mess this up?"
I did. Apparently I did.
Hey, that's Austin's bad. I am not taking credit for that. I'm sorry, Tommy. Well,
my good luck is over. All my good calls, they're gone for the day. I have no more left.
All right, we have another comment from Scott F. watching from Sacramento, California. Yay, I'm from near there. Hi, Scott. Waiting for our freshman, Jacob French, number 19, to get his touches in today. Go Broncos, go Frenchie. Thank you so much, Scott, for chatting in, and I hope you're enjoying the beautiful Sacramento weather. I wish I was back home right now. I know it's a lot warmer there than it is here, so thank you for commenting in. We are just at the half now. And I just want to let everybody know about a fundraiser that the Boise State rugby team is having currently, and they're trying to get a new scrum sled. So if you want to help them out, they need quite a bit more in order to reach their goal. They're only 41% funded, so they need your help, so help them out. This fundraiser ends on November 7th, I believe. And what you can do, I don't know how exactly to tell you the link, but what you can do is Google Pony Up Fundraising Boise State, and you'll find the website, and there are different fundraisers on there, and you will find the men's rugby, and it kind of explains what they want to use the funds for, and they would really appreciate your help. So if you want to help them out, go search for Pony Up and give them your money.
They could definitely use
take out your checkbooks. I'm sure Austin would be happy. They need some new equipment, so they would be very happy. And if you have any questions about that, or you didn't hear me clearly, feel free to comment on the YouTube link, and if you have questions about that, I will try my best to get them answered, or possibly get the link up on there for you. We're going to take a quick break on the half, and we will be back with you shortly. Okay, so we are back with you, about to start the second half of this men's rugby match between Boise State and University of Idaho. So far, Boise State has been pretty dominant, but University of Idaho was able to get some points up on the scoreboard right before the first half ended. So I'm excited to see what's up for this half, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, you go into the half with a little bit of momentum and you can change the whole swing of the game.
Yeah, so the score is currently 43-5 in Boise State's favor. And I'm sure U of I did some serious talking over the half, and they want to quickly change that.
And it looks like Boise State's made a decent amount of substitutions with some of the starters. So we'll see if they can perform in the chance that they get to play. Big tackle right there, and cleared out by University of Idaho number 10, Patrick Corum, their freshman fly half.
Great run. I can't see what number that is, but
I believe that's number 9, Kyle Graff, with the run there. And ball being moved to the wide side of the field and played out,
and U of I gets the ball back, so let's see what they can do with it. Well, that wasn't what they wanted to do with it.
Luckily, they're going to get a penalty called previously, and look for a chip through by number 10. Doesn't get the bounce for him, but I like this guy's style. I'm a fan of the chip through.
Yeah, definitely a risky move. It could have paid off, and they still have a chance, it looks like.
It's a high risk, high reward. You look cool if it works. If it doesn't, everyone's like, I hate you. Why did you pass? But yeah, you got to do it sometimes.
Yep, you got to try it.
Another penalty against Boise State, and a quick tap by University of Idaho right down against the goal line, and the sideline judge's flag is up, so it should be a line out. He's going to talk it over and see who brought the ball into touch. It's going to be a line out to BSU here. And Cedar Sherburne's going to take the throw here. Won by Boise State, not cleanly, but they're able to bring it out of their own zone and have a little bit of breathing room.
So I know my terminology is going to be, I'm going to butcher this whole thing, but
go for it.
U of I lifted 2 guys up on that. So what, I mean, I'm sure there's another name for the lifting up, but what was that? Like, I've never seen them lift 2 people up.
I think that was just a part to Boise State's play call on the line out, and actually confusing U of I to bring up the wrong jumper.
Okay.
And they weren't on the same page, and so they ended up lifting.
So they weren't actually, that's not like a certain...
That's against the rules.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, I'm like, wait, I've never seen them lift up 2 people. What is that?
Yeah, okay. It never gets called for some reason, and you're actually not allowed to lift before the ball is thrown, or before we lift, before the team who's throwing it in lifts.
Okay.
You're generally supposed to wait.
Well, I'm glad I asked. I guess we needed to know that.
The more you know.
Yeah.
See, like now you don't need me anymore.
Okay, so I still need you, Austin. Don't say that. So we have another comment from Courtney. Watching from Lake Stevens, Washington with Devin, number 13's family, waiting for him to score a try for his mama. Well, he has been doing great so far, so I bet that's likely to happen.
Oh yeah, Devin loves to get in the try zone, and I'm sure we'll see him in there today.
Anyways, back to the whole me needing you thing. Don't get down on yourself. I do need you. I don't, you've taught me so much about rugby today.
Explain a couple rules, and then next week I'm going to be kicked to the curb. Gone forever.
No, I'm already trying to talk Austin into joining this class so he can be my commentating partner for the rest of time.
I agreed if you brought blankets. I would have agreed.
Yes. No, I'll bring you a blanket next time.
All right, then I'm in. You got me. Another penalty by Boise State. I think that's for not rolling away from the ruck. And so they're going to give a substitution here and bring on some fresh legs.
U of I definitely still has time to get back in this game, and they've gotten a lot of lucky breaks down here on this side of the field. So I think their best bet is to really play smart, have control, power through, and try to get down to the try line.
I think it has to be this half of the field. First half it was Boise State with possession, and now University of Idaho is working the ball to the near side of the field.
Yeah.
And they're maintaining possession, bringing it back into tackle. Brought into the breakdown. Played out by number 19. Wide, and 10's going for the grubber through this time. And he gets a great bounce all the way down to the corner, with a nice move by Kyle Graff to and there we see Devin with his first
he is strong. That guy was like picking him up, and he was still running through him. So I don't know where Devin's mom is out there, but he is doing really well.
And a great break by Seth Gaskins all the way up to the midfield. He is just as strong as Devin guy. Both those kids are too big for me. Too big.
I know, I can't picture you next to these guys. But I mean,
you'd probably laugh. You'd get a good laugh out of it.
I'll find out when I go down there to brag on you. I'll get the real idea how big they really are. We're back with the sniffles. I mean, someone should give us a heater around here. We are the talent.
Yeah.
If anyone feels like commenting to help us out,
or to come give blankets, we're on the 3rd floor.
Buy the commentators a heater.
Yeah. Or coffee. That sounds nice.
Well, I don't drink coffee, so that'll work for Austin, but I'll take the heater.
All right. Fair trade.
And again, remember, if you have any questions about the BSU fundraiser that I mentioned earlier, feel free to comment, and I'll try to figure out an answer for you so that you can help them get a new scrum sled. I don't know what that is, but if I'm guessing it's like the dummies in football that they push against, and it's like that. Am I right?
It's kind of like that.
Although it's like more in a half circle instead of guys lined out.
Instead of guys lined up, it's more kind of solid bags that it pretty much just represents right now, like the scrum. It represents the opposing team. So you don't have to have 16 players to practice doing scrums. You can practice against the scrum sled and get the same effect as you were in a game.
So if you're out there and you have any extra money laying around, help these guys out. Get out your checkbooks. Again, it's Pony Up, and I don't know how to explain to you the exact link, but you can just Google Pony Up Boise State and you'll find it. But again, if you have any questions, or we can try to post a specific link on the YouTube chat if that's possible, but if not, give us your questions and I will do my best to find an answer for you.
Great break by number 17, all the way up past the halfway mark. An advantage is going to be given to Boise State University. And another big run through the middle. And Boise State comes up in support. And they're looking to move the ball quickly out. And a penalty is going to be called at the mark. So we'll see if they elect to tap and go or kick to touch. Their main kicker, Eric Fallon, is been subbed out of the game so far, so Jacob French takes the kick and does a nice job. So Boise State will have a line out there. And
in Austin, I could have swore, I know I was talking about either the heater or the fundraiser, but I could have swore on the last line out, U of I did the same thing and lifted up 2 guys.
They might have, I don't know.
I swear out of the corner of my eye I saw that, so I'm going to be like watching them closely now because I'm pretty positive I saw that.
It was 1 this time, but I'm going to take your word for it. I trust you now. Now that
we have mutual trust.
It's been 4 hours, not 3. Can't trust someone at 3 hours. It's just against the rules.
But now we're there.
Yeah. It looks like there's going to be a knock-on against Boise State, so it's going to be a scrum to University of Idaho. And they've had some trouble with these ones.
Yeah, I'm wondering if at halftime, Coach talked about these scrums a little bit, so I'm curious to see if they come out on top of this one.
Nice bit of their scrum.
There they go.
Right there. Okay, this time. This freshman's got all the moves.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. They definitely, something worked at halftime because it looked like a different team this half. It's not reflective of the scoreboard yet, but I think they still have a great chance.
They've done a good job of playing better defense, because better defense translates our offense and better possession. And when you are making all your tackles, it's a lot easier to maintain possession on offense.
To stop, we're cursing them. So another try for BSU. We're going to wait on the kick.
Looks like Jacob French is going to take the conversion.
Oh, good. So his family's watching.
His action, and he drills that thing.
It looked good. Where are the flag people?
The touch judges, they blend in with U of I.
I don't think
they're right here.
Was it good?
I think so. I thought it
looked good. Well, we're going to go with that it was good, and the score is now 48-5 in Boise State's favor. And we apologize if we got that wrong, but from here it definitely looked like it went in.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That was a nice kick.
Yeah, that was like a bullet. He kicked that thing hard. So if you're just joining us, we're here at the Lincoln Turf Field watching men's rugby between Boise State and University of Idaho. The score is 48-5 in Boise State's favor, and we have about 26 minutes left to play. Feel free to comment and let us know what you think. Give a shout out to your favorite player. We love hearing what you have to say.
Yeah, A nice run by number 25. Unfortunately, got the ball knocked out and knocked it on. And University of Idaho is going to get the chance to have another scrum. They did good on the last one.
Yeah, they did. So when in a scrum, how they were making those mistakes earlier, is it more about the feed or about the pushing?
It's definitely, I would say, more so about the push that the pack gives.
Okay.
The scrum half can give your team a little bit of an advantage by kind of feeding it into your side. You're supposed to put it straight down the middle, but
oh, they came out with it.
No one ever really does, but that was a nice nice scrum. And another knock on, but
this time on U of I.
And U of I, but they're going to give him the advantage here. I'm not sure what the penalty's being called. The serve, some had seen something he didn't like, maybe an offsides or playing the man without the ball. So it's going to be U of I's ball still. And a big hit right there. And it's going to be a knock on against University of Idaho. So it'll be a scrum to Boise State.
U of I seems to be having a little trouble holding on to the ball, it seems like, which is hard because whenever you drop it, your momentum is going, so you get a knock on because you're going to kick it on accident, you know? So it's like, if they can't maintain control of the ball, this is going to be a problem.
It is, and it's not like a soccer ball where it's bouncing normal. I mean, you got no idea which way that ball is going to bounce, so anytime it gets put on the ground, there's a decent chance it's going to get knocked on.
Yeah. Something went wrong with the scrum, and just another reason to help these guys get a new practice sled so that they don't have to redo the scrums during the games.
Good job working the ball to the outside, and it looks like it's won back cleanly. Popped off to the center. Nice break.
Great run.
Looking for the offload.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately knocked forward for Boise State, and the ref's going to bring the call back, and we're going to have another scrum. This half definitely seems a little slower than the first half.
It does. I think it's because BSU isn't like scoring try after try after try, which is reflective of U of I doing a much better job. So I think this half is slower but more exciting because it's more kind of evenly matched. Oh, hey, it happened. It happened again. They need that sled. They need that sled, people. Please help them. Can't be messing up these scrums. Anything helps.
It's one back by University of Idaho.
Okay, so we have another comment from Tommy, which is Eric's brother, not dad. And he said, how cold is it there? I think it's like 48.
At least -5, Tommy. At least -5.
Austin says -5 to us Californians. Yes, it does feel like -5, but I think it's actually more like... Oh,
it's maybe 60.
It's 62, but this morning it was for sure in the 40s. Because I went on Snapchat, and that temperature gauge is very accurate. So
I don't use the weather app. I just have Snapchat.
Yeah. So there you go, Tommy. It is 62. We have another comment from Grace Underwood. Watching from Prague with all my friends on our winter break. So stoked to watch and cheer for Jimmy McLean. So glad I can cheer on my man from 5,000 miles away. Good luck, number 20. Grace, I'm sure he's going to love hearing this when he watches it back. I'm so happy that you get to watch. And we have another comment from Scott. Frenchie has a leg. LOL. And Scott, you're the one in Sacramento, so we are jealous of you. You are back in our home.
Yes, where 62 is not a thing.
Yeah, 62 doesn't exist there.
I've never heard of 62.
If you're still listening, you should tell us how the weather is there so we can daydream that we're back home. Austin is also from the area, so we are Californians
and we are
at heart.
The cold.
Trying to cope with this Boise weather.
And it looks like this
They've got a lot of which was like detrimental. They've won almost all of them.
They've won all of their own runs.
Yeah.
And that's huge for when forward pack can win those scrums and give you a ball out cleanly. Where big plays happen. So winning those scrums and winning them the way they have been winning is a really good thing for them.
I'm watching you, U of I. I'm watching for this two-guy pickup.
I don't think they're going to do it. I think you're crazy.
They did it! They did it! I knew it! I knew it! Everybody write this down on this day, 2016. I was right about something in rugby.
I mean,
it's still against the rules, right?
Yeah, I know.
Why
I'm
are
like
they
99% sure you're not allowed to pick two people up. I think the back jumper they were picking up, they weren't picking them up all the way. They were just like doing it to be ready in case it go with a throw went long. But Sir's not calling it. And go ahead and keep doing it.
Another U5 they won, so good job.
The field and a kick through by their number 10, and it takes a kind of awkward bounce but fielded pretty well by the fullback. Boise State runs a crash ball right off the side of the breakdown, and it looks like they're going to go back to that again. And this time they're going to go to work it a little wider throughout the field, and a nice offload by number 17. Brought in the tackle, coming back towards the near sideline.
U of I needs to stay strong on his. Don't want to let BSU get another try.
No, they did a good job right there, coming up hard, and
that was the most interesting tackle I've ever seen.
That was
kind of a grab by the leg and pull around and pull around again, and eventually it worked for him.
If it doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to work.
True. And is this another try?
I think they're going to call a held up again, so they're not going to be awarded the points, but they're going to have a 5-meter scrum. And now we'll get to see if Boise State can, if they still need that scrum sled.
Yeah. Hey, they still need it.
They do.
They still need it. Can never practice much, right?
No. Practice makes perfect. And it's fed in by the scrum half. And brought around the edge by the 8-man, and that's going to be a nice try for Cedar Sherburne. Great play off the scrum like that.
So BSU with another try. They've been playing really, really well the whole game, and I think, Austin, you said that this is now a lot of non-starters, right?
Yeah,
so
they made a lot of early substitutions, but these are some of the younger guys on the team, some of the newer guys on the team, and they're getting to showcase why they're on the team.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for them, and they've obviously been capitalizing on it, using the time to prove what they got.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with about 16 minutes left, U of I is going to have to come out swinging if they want to get some more points on the board.
I've been waiting to say this all day, so I'm going to say it now. Do you believe in miracles? Because
that's what it would take for them to.
I wanted to say it. I got to say it.
I know it finally got to come out.
Yeah.
We have Al Michaels Jr. over here.
Right here.
I do believe in miracles.
Awesome.
So there you have it.
Let's see.
It happened once in hockey. Why can't it happen in rugby?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out.
We'll have to see what U of I can come up with. So Austin's friends who are watching this from home, you have 15 more minutes to comment.
15 more minutes to critique me. But
critique him and praise me.
Yeah.
So again, we have about 15 minutes left. We're here at the Lincoln Turf Field watching men's rugby between Boise State and University of Idaho. The score is now 53-5 in Boise State's favor. And as Austin said, if you believe in miracles, U of I still has a chance. If you don't, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Nice scissor on the edge by number 10. Doing a great job. They maintain possession. They run a crash ball up to the breakdown. And the ref's letting them play advantage right now. So let's see if they can make use of it. Passed out, and a nice cut back up to the center of the field.
And they're in dangerous territory, so hopefully they can maintain possession, if anything, because it could get really risky for them if they don't.
Just worked along the sidelines, and nice job of staying in support of their teammates. Great tackle coming up hard.
That looked like it hurt. He is a beast.
He is a tough kid.
Wow. I would not want to go. Whoa. There are some crazy tackles happening.
And U of I still has possession. Running a little bit sideways. Want to bring that up the field more.
And like I said right here, I think they just need to.
Somehow it's kicked.
I don't want to speak too soon, but
I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, they just do not need to give up possession right here. I don't know if they just did. I don't really know what's going on.
I think it's going to be a scrum to Boise State, it looks like. Or maybe University of Idaho is going to get this scrum. But I mean,
if it's to Boise State, U of I is in trouble. If it's U of I, they better get it together and not mess us up.
Best you can hope for here, anytime your back line is set up all in your own try zone, is to win the scrum, give it to your fly half, and clear the ball as far down off the field as you can. And not exactly the kick they were looking for, but they have men in support, so we'll see if they can come away with something. But Boise State gets the ball around the edge, and a nice run by number 9. And they're going to work the ball back towards this near sideline. Pick and jam right off the edge. Another breakdown. 20s and in support. So Boise State's going to look to get over the top of the ball.
And again, BSU is just dominant. They're running just straight through U of I.
Running hard lines, just like that. Hard lines, and running key is running forward. A lot of times you catch players, they see contact and they'll see players ahead of them and they'll run sideways, and it's just a natural thing to do to sort of drift, and Boise State's forwards have done a great job of, when they get the ball, to not be afraid of that contact and run forward.
I like that hat.
That is the
guy's
president
rocking
of
some
the Boise State Rugby Club. That is our president. That is the management we live with. Joe Green.
And the kick is good. So I'm just waiting for the score to update, and I will let you know.
The first Boy Scout to play on the team, Joe Green.
Well, hey, go Joe. Okay, so we have some more comments. Scott got back to us about our home and said it's 77 there and it's going to be 77 later and sunny, and he said sorry to us talent and we need to get a blanket. Well, Scott, I have one, but I guess I'm stingy and I'm not sharing with Austin. And then we have Cassidy Peterson watching from San Diego, California, and I'm so excited to see Charles Hubbard playing. Awesome game so far, babe. And Cassidy, I'm sure he's going to be excited to hear that when he watches this back. Jana is back with us also. She said, haha, 88 degrees down here in Mexico. Feels like 100. Well, now I'm really jealous, because not only is she on vacation in Mexico, but it feels like 100 degrees there. And then one more from Diana. Thanks for streaming UTP. Go Broncos. Thank you all so much for the comments. We love hearing what you think, and we're happy you're watching. And so the score is 58-5 in Boise State's favor. I don't know why. I thought that they didn't update the scoreboard, but I suppose they did, because it's been like that for the last minute or so. So I'm going with 58-5. We have about 9 minutes left to play.
A nice run along the sideline by Devin Guy. I'm sure his mom will be proud. And Ryan Shear with another breakaway. And a great job of placing the ball back and being in support to maintain possession there. Boise State's looking to spread the ball wide. They're going to receive a penalty. And the over-eager freshman had the rookie mistake to, you got to make sure the ref sees you tap the ball, Frenchie. You can't just do it and he doesn't just get to trust you.
Hey, his family's watching. Don't call him over-eager. How dare you?
I was once a freshman. I was once over-eager.
Hey, you can teach him.
He does pretty good. He's come a long way in the short time he's been here, but he's a good player, and I know the coaches are excited to have him on the team and get to have him for 4 years.
Yeah, he seems to be doing really well so far today. I'm just excited for when you're back out there so I can critique you, and his parents can be listening and just laugh.
All right. I will take all the critiquing you can give me.
Another scrum, and I know you were saying, Austin, that sometimes you can go a whole game and only have like one scrum. In this game we've seen quite a few as well, not as many as the women's game earlier, but I mean, it seems like they've been happening pretty often.
Yeah, there's been a lot today. It's the first 15's game of the season for I know for the Broncos, so there's been a lot of dropped balls and just little things that, as the season goes on, you'll start to see less scrums from.
Wow, what a run! I think I couldn't quite read that, but number 50. No, that can't be right. There is no number 50 something. It looked like something
20,
8.
I think it's 20. Right there.
I see his blonde hair, so I will catch the number when he turns around. Number 20. Yes, that was number 20. Great run. Jimmy McLean. Oh, and I think someone's watching him. So, hey, that was pretty good. You guys' comments are boosting them. Scott's back, and he said, See, this is Frenchie's relative.
I'm beefing with all sorts of family members today.
Okay, and then we have another comment. Number 25 is my brother. It actually is legal to lift guys. Austin is getting schooled over here on the comments, but I really don't think you can. I think he is right. I'm going to give him this one. I don't think you can lift multiple people. I've never seen it happen before until U of I randomly doing it. So I trust you. Remember, I got your back.
I appreciate the trust. He's just trying to get in between us as well. He's trying to break up what we have.
So somewhere in our talking about the comments, there was another try scored.
I believe Charles had that one.
And the score is now 63-5 in BSU's favor.
And a nice job off the breakdown to secure the ball there. And brought back into contact and offloaded. Wrecked over by Boise State. Passed out. Immediately brought into contact. Played quickly through the hands. And dragged down by his jersey there.
We have about 4 minutes left to play, and I just want to remind everybody about the fundraiser that the BSU rugby team is having for the new scrum sled that they desperately need. And they need a lot of your money to get it. So please donate. These players have not been doing their jobs and asking their families for money. So if you are listening, please help them out. You can search Pony Up Boise State and find it there.
And Cedar tried to chip through on his own. That would have been a beautiful play if he'd gotten it. But a great breakthrough. And yes, we need all the help you can give us. We're all just college kids here.
So we have Jana saying it's called a dump tackle. As long as the tackler goes down with the tackled, it is legal. I'm not sure what, I think we're talking about something different there, but thank you for the information. I don't remember what that's in reference to, but thank you for keeping us in check. We'll have to take a look at the rule book.
The replay and the rule book.
Especially Austin, since he's actually on the team.
I should probably know the rules. But there's a nut kick through. And Jacob French got there.
Wait, is that Frenchie?
That is Frenchie.
Oh my gosh, Scott, check that out. Austin, trying to say whatever he said, and your boy got a try.
I was just boosting him up.
Yeah, you were.
It's a little criticism. But that was a nice play, and he got a nice bounce there off the kick.
Awesome job. I'm sure the whole BSU team is going to be extremely satisfied after this game. They've played really, really well, offensively and defensively. U of I, it's hard to say. They've also played well. I feel like they haven't caught a lot of breaks. It's hard to say. I mean, they haven't. I think one thing I've noticed is that they're not as strong. I don't know if that makes sense, but it seems to be easier for the BSU guys to kind of run right through them. They're a little smaller, I think, so they're struggling defensively, which in turn is leading to a struggle offensively. So the score is now 68-5 in BSU's favor. We have about a minute and a half left to play. So I guess we didn't get that miracle after all.
I mean, a minute 30. That's what I gotta say to that.
I don't even know if that could qualify. That'd be more than a miracle. I don't even think that's actually possible.
No, I think this one is over. It just depends on what the final score is going to end up being.
So this is your last chance to get in your thoughts and comments. Let us know what you think. Shout out again to your favorite player. And BSU is just dominating, running it down the field again with a minute left. They could very well get another try.
Great offload right there, and nice fend by Cedar, and another nice fend, and it looks like we are going to get another try.
There we have it. So that brings the score to 73, and we're
you and Scott,
he said, go Frenchie.
Nice.
We agree, go Frenchie. It was a great try that he got. And it looks like we are going to end the game out on this kick, most likely.
I will have to say now, I think there's no miracles.
Was the kick good? There are no, I cannot see the flag. I don't think it was good.
No.
So the final score is going to be 73-5 in Boise State's favor. Great game. Both teams came out strong. I think U of I is going to have some things to work on from here on out, but definitely have talent. I think they were just a little smaller, had some struggles on defense, but I think they have potential, and BSU can certainly leave this happy, and I see your manager down there rocking his hat.
Oh yeah, that's the club president. He's always got to look good, and darn, he looks good. You look good, Joe. Hope you know that.
Tell Will to help with the focus for them. Tell Will to help with the focus. And I just want to remind everybody one more time while I have you here about the fundraiser, the money. So go to Pony Up, just search Pony Up, Boise State, fundraisers on it, click on the scrums, send to do so. But why not just do it today? Break up the Austin co-hosted with me for free. He gets nothing out of this, so your way to reward him for being such an excellent co-host is to donate and help him get the scrums led.
Thank you.
So great game. Again, the score ended up being 73-5 in Boise State's favor. And I think we're going to go down to the field shortly with Megan so she can interview a couple of the players, but we are just waiting to see what we have going on, so just bear with us. And now you still have time to comment on YouTube. Austin's friends, you didn't come through, so you might have you might have a couple more minutes.
They know who I'm talking about.
Okay, so we are going to go down to Megan now. She is on the field and she's going to give us an interview. So to you, Megan.
On the campus of Boise State University, I'm Megan Gibson, reporting for University Television Productions. I'm here with Boise State head coach Matt. Can you tell us, how did you think that game went?
Well, we just transitioned from sevens, and we had a week to practice. And although we did put up a pretty good score line, I see a lot of things to work on. I see a game that kind of shows that we came from sevens to 15s, and some of the lines we were running, or some of the support we're looking for, some of the little things. And we have time, but we need to get to work.
Where do you see the program going in the next few years?
You know, every year, the coaching staff, the current staff's been together for about 4 years, and the whole goal every year has been progress.
Yeah.
And that's something we've been able to achieve, not just in our play, the recruits we're bringing in, but the standings, how we finished at the sevens tournament, how we finished in our league season with 15s, and my goal every year is to get better, as a team in the rankings, and I plan on continuing that progress moving forward.
That's wonderful. Can you tell us what this win means to you?
Well, it's the start of our in-state rivalries, so this is the first one. We play ISU next week. As a team, a lot of these guys have friends on both of those teams, and to us it'd be nice to say we are the best collegiate team in the state of Idaho, and so that's something hopefully we can accomplish next week.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is University Television Productions, and I'm Megan Gibson.
Thank you so much, Megan. So we are done for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for commenting. We had so much fun. I had so much fun getting to know Austin.
I enjoyed it as well.
I think he was a great co-host. Again, the score ended up 73-5 in Boise State's favor, and we look forward to seeing what they have in store for us in the future.
Yep, good things.
All right, goodbye everyone.